Hey everyone, I hope you're ready to join us on a great adventure. We have been planning this 30-day out west trip for 2 years. We were delayed getting our trailer because of COVID shortages, but we are ready to go out west. It's May 1st, 2023.
Woo!
We are packed to the hilt. The Ram 1500 is ready to work, and the peanut trailer is in tip-top shape. So we're gonna give you updates along the way. All right, so we're about halfway between Rochester and Buffalo, New York, and heading down 90 into Pennsylvania, where we'll spend our first night at either a Cracker Barrel or a Walmart. And we're going to see what the situation is. It's a little iffy since we don't have an RV per se. We have an overland trailer with a rooftop tent. We are actually at Cracker Barrel in Erie, Pennsylvania, and it is freezing. It's probably 40 degrees or less. 38 degrees. Yeah, so this is our rooftop tent, Boondetech. Hopefully, I can't see the screen, so hopefully you're getting a good look. Nice lamp on the ceiling.
Fan. Check that out.
Fans. Yep, on each side.
We don't need it tonight.
Super comfortable mattress. Sorry about the hand there. The mattress is very comfortable. We have a down comforter. So though it's 38 degrees, it's actually pretty toasty under the covers. So Julie's the first to crawl out. It is cold.
It's snowing.
Like what, 34?
Let's see.
I think
34, yeah.
that's the rear view camera on the back of the peanut trailer, and we have left Erie, Pennsylvania, and we can't wait to get out of here because this is what we've had. It is snowing, and it's 34. It's up to 35 degrees now.
It was 34
Yeah, we left. We went into Cracker Barrel about 7:30, and went in the bathroom and washed up and had breakfast, and now we're heading to Morrow, Ohio, Southern Ohio, and looking forward to that because it's going to be a bit warmer. Okay, we're at the end of day 2 of our trip, about to spend the night at Nut House Industries, where we bought our peanut trailer. Connected with Nut House and made an arrangement to stop here. They're kindly letting us spend the night on their property, and we're really happy about that and enjoying just connecting again with the guys who built our trailer. And so I'll show you our campsite here. Here's the peanut all set up for tonight. We have just one of the walls up to block some of the wind. Julie is making dinner, or has made dinner, and she is making coffee in our 1-cup Mocha Master. Great machine, by the way. And yeah, this is the kitchen area. So we're looking forward to a good restful night's sleep and a leisurely morning. We don't have a long drive tomorrow to Kentucky, so we're going to take our time getting out of here, have a nice breakfast, and yeah, finally we're in Kentucky and we have some decent weather. It's 55 or 60. Yeah, so we're here for 2 nights, and we're going into the caves tomorrow. We have a tour booked, 2 hours, and looking forward to that. And we'll hike some of the trails, or maybe that'll be at 2 hours. It's a pretty long hike, and you go down like 500 steps or something. So
540, I think it is.
yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a workout for old folks like us, but I think we'll do it. Well, look at this. Fish sandwiches. Oh man. Yay. After 3 days, I finally got a shower in our ensuite. We've been in such cold weather. Oh, feels so good. Thing awesome.
He's a human being again.
Yeah. Have the solo stove, campfire edition here. Decide to bring this along because a lot of times, you don't have much time to gather firewood, or buying firewood's kind of a drag. $8-9. You get a little bundle. This is scraps from the forest floor, and it's all we need for the 2 of us. It's awesome. And it burns super clean. Once it's burning, there's no smoke.
Yeah.
So
nice.
Yeah.
Nice heat, nice light, it gets darker.
Well, you know what this stuff is. Wow, look at that. Steam coming out. Looks like a big alien hat. Here we are. Solo stove, popcorn, OJ. Can't beat it. Cooling down a little, 58 degrees.
7:51. So back home it's 8:51. It's almost 9 o'clock.
Yeah, we gained an hour here. Went into a new time zone, so check out breakfast. Julie whipped up an awesome breakfast. This is pure maple syrup from upstate New York, where we're from. And this is Mo Man's coffee, my signature blend.
Yum.
And
From scratch pancakes, buttermilk pancakes with fresh blueberries.
But I just wanted to give you a little update on the camping rig here, the Peanut trailer. Again, it's on a 5x8 platform, so it's pretty good size, lots of storage. The rooftop tent is a Boondatech. We've been loving this tent. We spent 2 weeks in this tent in Maine last fall, and this is our 30-day trip to really wring it out, and so far so good. Our shower, ensuite shower and bathroom situation's working well. Onboard water with a pump, which is nice, lots of propane. We pretty much have everything we need. So yeah, been going well. We're going to be hooking up shortly and filling up a little bit more water and hitting the road. So I'll give you details as we go, a little more on some of the systems of this overland trailer. And I know a lot of you consider doing this yourself, and there's many options to go with. So this is just one perspective that maybe will help you out in your decision. Stopping for lunch. Julie's using the shade to make lunch. Good idea.
Well, now the wind too.
We are in Tennessee between Nashville and Memphis. And we're traveling along on a pretty nice highway. We got on, this is Highway 40 and westbound. So we're heading toward Arkansas tonight, and it's been really good travel. The temperature is what? 70 degrees. I can read that. 70 degrees, and you know, nice light overcast skies. Perfect for travel. Look at that, Alina's Tacos, just outside of Memphis, Tennessee. Cereal in Arkansas. Yeah, we found this site kind of last minute, and they allow you to boondock here for $10. Let's see what we're next to here, a nice little equipment shed. But it's a huge piece of property, actually, just a lot of land, and they do have places for hookups for $25, but this is $10 to just park here. The guy's super nice, really nice, and helped us a lot, and we got all set up and had a wonderful night's sleep. The first night we had all the windows down. We had the screens up, but all the doors open, 360. And we took out our down comforter because it was like 68 overnight. Slept wonderfully, the best night's sleep ever. And so now, even though it looks like it's going to rain, it's brightening up, and this is only 3% chance. So we put up the awning anyway. But we are going to have breakfast, maybe a quick shower in our tent thing, and hit the road for Oklahoma today. We're pulling up to a site and not unhooking. What we do, even if we are unhooking, but especially this way, I have a small, you can get these on Amazon. These are awesome, these levels. I put it on top of the trailer and see where we are left to right. We were a bit high on the right side, so we just used the little yellow shims, or I forget what you call them now. But anyway, and if your side to side is good for sleeping, you're in good shape. Front to back for us is not that critical, because we would just sleep with our heads on the high side if it's a little high. But yeah, you can pull up and be level and ready to sleep in minutes. Julie Julie's sealing up the kitchen. She made some wraps. Wonderful. Ice cold fridge. Even though it's 83 or so, the sun is just beating on us today. We're at a rest stop in Arkansas. Almost through Arkansas, another 40, 50 miles maybe, and we're going into Oklahoma and staying on the other side of Oklahoma City tonight. Wonderful to be in shorts. Yay. And sandals. Good morning, beautiful morning. We're in Oklahoma and we're up getting ready to hit the road a little bit earlier today. There's a chance of severe thunderstorms and then a chance of tornado weather where we're at and kind of where we're going. So we're a little bit, apprehensive about that. We need to bail out of here and see what happens. There's the rig. So we got easy takeoff this morning. We're not really doing any food. We're gonna wait till we get down the road. So all we have to do is drop the tent down and start the engine and go. So if you see this video, that means we made it or they recovered my phone. So Julie just pointed this out.
Probably a storm shelter, huh?
Yeah, it looks like a tornado shelter.
Tornadoes, yeah.
Makes you feel all warm and fuzzy, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was pretty windy last night. Can't imagine.
That is old Route 66. We're on 40 West, and it of course goes next to old Route 66 in many areas. Windy out here. Got some cold drinks. This is a country corner where it's ruppin'.
Good food.
Good food, whatever that means. We just crossed the tracks and missed that train. Man, was that a long train too. The Buffalo Lake National Wildlife Refuge. South maybe 33 miles of Amarillo, Texas. And yeah, you just check in. It's $2 a night, but it's free for Golden Age passports, golden access, which I have, so free. That's weird. Automatic locking gate opens at 8, closes at 8. That means we're locked in, I think. It is crazy hot here and very windy. The wind's been hitting about 22 to 25, but that's supposed to change by 7 or 8 o'clock down to like 7, 8. So that'll be good. We want an adventure out west, desert camping and all that. I think we're getting our first real dose. There's nobody here, just us. Not a single soul. A much better morning here in Texas. We were able to put our awning out. It's only 9 o'clock and it's pretty warm, but yet there's a coolness in the air, a cool breeze. The sun is hot. And Julie's going to town making some bagel egg sandwiches. And we had a good night's sleep. I did. You?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it took me a little while to get back to sleep after.
Yeah, it was a very quiet evening. They were calling for 7 to 8 mile an hour winds overnight, and it was like 25 when we got here. We had to hide behind the trailer just to seek refuge, and it was perfectly still all night, and it still is. There's no wind. So this is a great and welcome change, and we are now enjoying the morning. Moman's coffee and the Palo Duro Canyon State Park next, which is about 30 miles from here and the second largest canyon in the U.S. This ostrich wing awning is just a real blessing, especially now. I don't have the little bump up extended there, but it's just a little upper view of the rooftop tent.
Yeah, this is
And the 270 awning. Day number 7 for us, or 8. Day number 8, first day of the second week of our 4-week trip. And we have really hit the heartland of the Wild West, it feels like, here in Sandura.
Sandra.
Pandora Canyon State Park, and it is hot today.
Ooh,
You don't want to be out during that sun.
like
The air temperature isn't
88 degrees.
88,
Yeah.
88, but the sun bakes you. As long as you're in the shade, you're okay. So today, instead of cooking peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and they were delicious. So it's all we needed.
A nice sourdough bread.
Sourdough
That
bread.
made a difference.
And this awning is critical
Oh, yeah.
today. But
There's
they
a
do.
nice breeze.
They do give us this thing, nice and shaded, so you can put your chairs under that and be out of the sun. And there's water hookups here and electric, no sewer. We don't need any of those really. We could use a little water. We still have about 18 gallons, probably plenty. But it's nice to be able to have a place to top off. All right, what's for dinner?
We're gonna have some bean burritos.
Bean burrito, just like Clint Eastwood had when he was in High Plains Drifter in these very canyons.
Look at those clouds behind us, Matt.
Oh my, look at that.
Like, poof, all of a sudden.
Check this out. You'll notice a couple pretty smart. They put their chairs right there. That cloud is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in New Mexico now, folks. Well, we came to the Blue Hole in Santa Rosa, New Mexico. This is it, the Blue Hole. In Santa Rosa, New Mexico, and it is deep blue, cold water. 61 degrees, I think. 81 feet, 60-foot diameter. We have arrived at day 9 at the Black Canyon National Forest in Santa Fe, New Mexico. So we're using again the Solo Stove, which is a newfound secret for camping. I love it because it requires so much less wood. I gathered this wood in a few minutes, and it's a decent sized fire for 2 people to sit around. And there's a peanut in the background waiting to house our bodies tonight because we will be tired and it's chilly here. So we went from 90 degrees going to bed almost
We're in the mountains right now.
to, yeah, into these mountains where it's, I don't know, I'd say it's 60 or less, in the 50s maybe. But beautiful up here. We'll show you in the morning. Okay, here's our campground in Santa Fe at the Black Canyon National Forest. The site was $5 for an overnighter. Not bad, right? Look at this fire pit area. Really nice fire pit. And how about this picnic table?
Yeah,
Is that like the thickest
that is beefy.
picnic table you've seen? It's definitely the thickest one I've ever seen. And then you have this lantern hanging pole here and this area for a tent. Pretty cool, huh? So we're gonna hike up the mountain here a little bit.
You can see how steep the terrain is. I mean, sometimes it goes straight up almost. It's amazing. But the trails, they've got some great trails. A little tricky here and there, but for the most part, very doable, and we've really enjoyed it. It's nice having the right equipment.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is a special treat to be eaten with honey. They're hot. I can't pronounce it.
Sipasquito. Probably Stephanie would know.
Yeah, it's beautiful food here in New Mexico in Santa Fe. A little place on the edge of town. We made it through New Mexico, had a good night there in the Black Canyon Forest. And now we're in Arizona. New Mexico, the latter part from Santa Fe down to the Arizona border was absolutely beautiful. The rock formations and stuff. And Arizona is quite a bit different so far. Seems like every place we stop, God makes a way for us there.
Yeah.
To just find the right place for the night, because one of the greatest apprehensions is driving and not knowing where you're going to stay. And when you're driving for 4 or 5 hours or 6 hours, not having a place to stay is, it's a little troubling. So we come into Arizona and we stayed late in Santa Fe so that we could hike and eat there. And so we got here at dark and no place to stay. We went into a hotel and asked them if we could stay in their parking lot. We'd pay them, and they said no, but right across the street at the Chevron, they allow people to stay. We drove across the street. They have a huge parking lot, isolated, like a gravel parking lot, and they said you can stay anywhere there. So we pulled way back, nice and private, and we got a perfect spot for the night, just in the nick of time.
Thank you.
We camped here in this awesome big free parking lot. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it very well. There you go. Zoom up.
And you got a big old truck in the way.
We're eating pizza on Route 66.
It's so good.
So good. Check that out. Oh my. Okay, when I planned this excursion 2 years ago, I planned to take my wife out to the Great West and see on the ground the sights that I had seen as a teenager, the Rocky Mountains mostly. And we wanted to do this in a way that was leisurely and give us plenty of time, so we took 30 days. But we had to figure out how we were going to accommodate, ourselves overnight. So we didn't want to do motels. We wanted to be in the wooded areas, the wild areas. We didn't want to haul a 5,000-pound RV. It's just so much stress. So an overland trailer seemed to be the obvious solution. I researched, found the Peanut Trailer, Nut House Industries. We put in an order. It took about 15 months before we received it. Did a maiden voyage to Maine, and now, after 11 days of travel, we're in Arizona at the rim of the Grand Canyon. We're about 10 miles from the Grand Canyon. Haven't seen it yet, but we will tomorrow. But the significant thing is tonight is the very first night that we're dispersed camping in these woods. I wanted to be able to have a rig that was self-sustaining, plenty of power, plenty of water, some sort of bathroom solution. And we've got it all with the Peanut Trailer. So here's our first site. This is Arizona, 10 miles south of Grand Canyon National Park. And this is our campsite. Along this road you can see up here are just tons and tons of available sites. Totally for free, and you can stay up to 14 days. So here's the rig set up, which you've already seen. Yeah, this is just awesome. We got some neighbors across the way here and here. There's so much nice dry wood in these parts. You can just walk around your campsite. There's all kinds of dead wood laying there. It's nice.
I'm not dead wood.
Julie just had to bandage herself up. Her first aid kit. We have a couple first aid kits, a survival kit. We have knives, axes, saws, Milwaukee tools. We could build a cabin out here. You got to be prepared. We have many different lights, like this one. Nice little lantern. Love that thing. Good morning, folks. We are on day 12.
Yep.
Wow, rounding the corner on the halfway point in our trip. And we woke up here in the Grand Canyon area, Arizona to, well, I got to a low of about 33 degrees last night. 33, yep, you heard me. And it's 75 in the day, so it's quite a spread, right? I won't say it was a hard night, because it wasn't. I'll just say it was challenging because we had to prepare for that. We've slept in those temperatures before, but tonight, or last night, we used the Russian diesel heater for the first time overnight. And it was awesome. Yep. It was. I have a 12-volt port that I put into the back of the trailer to take the receptacle to run the heater. And of course it runs off diesel fuel, and ran all night, and I couldn't even tell that it used fuel. It maybe used a half an inch out of the tank, and ran all night. Well, it cycles on and off, so that's really nice. We don't have to worry about it getting blazing hot or not hot enough. So that was really nice. And yeah. And another great thing you can use it for is you can run that into your shower cubicle and put a little plastic cover over the roof, and it makes it toasty in there. If you want to take a shower and it's 50 or 60 degrees out, warms it right up. If you're watching this, you would probably be interested in maybe doing this someday, something like this anyway. And just want you to know that I think it's worth everything. All the effort, all the research, all the planning and preparing to do it. There's a lot of help out there, but there's nothing like doing your own, hard work and research to make sure that you're prepared for it. And the beauty out here, you can't get any other way. You can't really appreciate it from YouTube or somebody else's experience. The fresh air, the feeling of cool air, and yet intense sunshine that makes you feel totally warm. It's kind of something that's unique. I haven't experienced it so much in our area, but the sun seems to be so intense that even though the air is cool, sometimes 60 degrees, you feel like it's 70 or 75 and you're in a t-shirt because the sun is so warm. And that's awesome. So it's worth the experience. It's worth all that it's going to give you in terms of on-the-ground, first-hand experience camping this way. Yeah, so we're doing 30 days. The major expense after, of course, your equipment, assuming you have your equipment, the major expense is gas. Campsites have not cost us hardly anything. Many nights were free. Some were $5 or $10. Not like out east where the typical seems to be $40 to $60 or more if you're going to somewhere like Maine per night. And the big disadvantage is, they're kicking you out in the morning. You got to get out at 10, 11, checkout times 12 sometimes. Whereas here you just hang out as long as you want. Come late, no registration, no rules really. Just nice. It's really nice. And there are many sites out here. So, yeah, I think it's really worth it. Gas is probably going to be, I've already driven 2,700 miles. And we're maybe at the halfway point. We're going to put 5,000, 6,000 miles in this trip. So you can do the math. It's a couple thousand in gas probably at today's prices. So, but, it's actually driving and seeing our country on the ground, all these states up close and personal. It's hard to describe or hard to comprehend what it's really like, off of TV or whatever. You've got to go there. And to me, that's priceless. Everyone should do it at least once. So figure it out and do it. So yeah, thanks. We'll be checking in later. We're going to be showing you the Grand Canyon very soon. Breakfast is served. We're making our lunch on the camper on the side of the road or in the parking lot.
The Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon. We have not seen the canyon yet. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is unbelievable. I can't get my mind around it. Oh my gosh. This is
Totally takes your breath away. Wow.
oh, absolutely incredible. I am blown away. I knew it was going to be spectacular, but this exceeds my expectations. Whew. It took a while to get here, but man, was it worth it. Oh, good. Folks, if you haven't seen this, you just can't believe it. The depth, the dimension between different parts. The foreground looks like a reel and the background looks like a painting. There's so much vastness. Wow.
Took our breath away.
Oh,
The first glimpse.
it really did.
Yeah. Made me cry.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Big
But
surprise.
it made me cry too, and of course that's a little becoming more of course too for me. What can I say?
Yeah.
This is just incredibly amazing how you can come. It's hard to believe how far down that is. There are people hiking on that orange little dirt strip. For tonight, we found this about a quarter mile outside of the Grand Canyon Park, free camping, and that's great, amazing. Got a little firewood there, chopped up for tonight, and we are relaxed here. Yep, right outside of the Grand Canyon National Park, where there were thousands of people today. That's what it's like out here. You get dispersed camping, and it's the whole forest has just hundreds and hundreds of spots you can camp for free. Tonight is chili and cornbread from the oven,
Yeah.
camp oven. Oh boy, and it is good. Already see the bite missing? That means it's good. Kombucha too.
Yeah, some nice kombucha.
We're saddling up. I'm pretty excited about this.
Yeah.
This is what you call desperate people for coffee. We're making coffee
In
here
the parking lot.
in the parking lot, just outside the Grand Canyon. Because we got up about 6 today, before 6, and we had to get to the canyon for our mule ride, and we're just tired and a little beat up from riding those dang mules.
Ike and
Ike and Berna. Yours was Berna, right?
Berta.
Berta?
Berta.
Mine
Like
was
Roberta.
Mine was Ike. And so yeah, a couple hour mule ride, and now we are moving on, but we need coffee. Well, after 2 wonderful days in the Grand Canyon, we're pressing on toward Utah, but this road goes at least 50 miles around the canyon, and at many spots you're driving right on the edge of the canyon, and you get to view it as you go. So it's been an awesome time here. Beautiful weather. It just rained. First time since we left Malone, really, that we've encountered rain. So we're almost halfway through our trip, so it's been very dry and dusty. Welcome to have that rain. Okay, so last night we stayed in a Walmart parking lot, and we're in northeast Arizona, almost to Utah. And it was a wonderful Walmart. It was a pleasant night, about 60 degrees and very still. Had a good night's sleep, which we desperately needed after that mule ride. And so we pulled out of there and come a couple miles to this recreation area just to make coffee and have breakfast. And this is beautiful. So we are now, Julie's collecting some rocks, but we are making some coffee for the road. We're having lunch on the side of the road. Check this out. Leftover pizza, heating it up. Some salad in the making. Our fridge is awesome. This has been great. See if I can open it up here. We are on the road almost 2 weeks into our trip, and look at this. Pizza, leftover pizza, some cold drinks, salad. Heated up,
griddle.
held up on our grill, yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
It's awesome.
So we arrived in St. George last night on Mother's Day, May 14th, at my brother's house and his wife. And here's their home. Beautiful place. They have, I think, 25 chickens and several cats. And it's awesome to be able to connect with them and have some amenities that come with a home. Yeah, got a shower this morning, felt great, and had our coffee, which we prepared in our camper, you know, our own style. And yeah, I want to show you where our camper is. It's pretty cool. We were going to be under this tree. We were, of course, invited to stay inside, but having cats, Julie's very allergic, so we thought that won't be a good idea, and decided to sleep out in our camper. But rather than have it outside where, you know, we've been for 2 weeks, sometimes the wind picks up in this part and it can be pretty bad. So I suggested, can we move it into your garage? So check this out. Yeah. There it is, the Peanut in the garage. Yeah, we're gonna be here a couple nights. This is a real cool vehicle that Mart owns called a Roxer. It's actually made by Mahindra. He likes SE knives. And it's like an old Willys Jeep. So we're gonna take this up into some of the trails today, probably. We're gonna be here a couple days, so yeah, very cool.